Good morning. Welcome back to Heavy Chase Farm. I appreciate you watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please go ahead and do so. That really helps out the channel. In this episode, we're going to burn a brush pile. Sometimes that seems easier said than done, but here's what it looks like now. If you check out this video up here, you'll see last year when we actually built this brush pile, stacked it up. And don't worry, we'll also get a checkup on the lambs. We do have 2 new babies. Again, thank you for watching. Burning a brush pile seems like a pretty straightforward project. Simply catch the wood on fire and let it burn. There's actually a little more to that. You got different sizes of wood. You got some really big wood. You probably got some dirt in the pile. If it's not tight together, you're not going to get a good burn. You'll have parts of it that burn, parts of it that don't. Making sure that it doesn't get away from you. So actually today is a pretty good day. Very low humidity, low wind right now. We've had a lot of rain here over the week prior. So this is a pretty good time to burn one. You'll see this brush pile is pretty tight in there. The logs are all laid right here on one side. I think that it should burn pretty good once it gets going. It is wet. The wood's aged, but it is wet, so it may take a little bit. If you've been following the channel, you know that I have quite a few of these brush piles. I've had a few vlogs where we've been stacking them up. I leave all of them generally for habitat for rabbits and foxes and different things. My issue now is I'm getting so many piles, it's starting to take up pasture space. So I'm selectively burning some of them that are not really in a great location. Like this one here is kind of right in the middle of this pasture that could be used. Here's what I'm going to use to get this brush fire going. I've got a torch. So this is a weed torch. It's going to put out a pretty big flame. I've got another torch, a little one to get it going. I do have about 1 gallon of diesel. I put in the first spot. And I actually have a blower. If you can get air in there, you can get that fire really hot and get it to really catch. The other thing with using diesel, always use something like diesel or even kerosene. Never use gasoline. Gasoline puts off too many fumes. The fumes will move through the brush pile and actually ignite, and you'll have an explosion. If you want to try that out, put a little gas on top of a pile of leaves you have and light it. It'll have a pretty loud boom and blow leaves a lot of different directions. I'm definitely not promoting that idea. And I'm going to start the fire right here on this end of it. You can see I have some of the bigger wood coming in through here, but I do have some cedars and some smaller wood right here that should help get it going. At this point, I've got it started in 2 different places. Here, I've got a lot more bigger wood. It'll be interesting to see if that gets caught on, then this brush pile is going to burn pretty good. Well, I look to be getting a pretty good burn. About 15 minutes in on this burn. You can see it burns down a lot, so all the real flammable stuff has pretty much burned at this point. There'll be a little bit more on this back side as it gets to it. The big stuff is burning good. Like most fires, there's no way I can get close enough now. But once it really burns down, then I'll have to start throwing the ends that didn't burn and keep moving things into the middle and get the whole pile burned up. About an hour in now or so. You see this side is in good shape. I really thought that may be the harder side. I am having some problems here on the back. It's not as tightly packed. I thought it was a lot of cedars, but I'm having a hard time getting a fire going. We do have another set of twins. So at this point now we have 4 sets of twins that have been born over the past couple weeks. We've got sheep around throughout the paddock, but if you look right up here, that's where all the mamas and the babies are. I've been asked, is it uncommon for sheep to have twins? Actually, it's not. Usually you have a greater percentage chance to have twins than just a single. 100% is kind of rare so far, but 70% of your flock having twins. Occasionally they'll even have triplets. That's not uncommon. So it looks like everyone's laying down right now. There's 2, 4, 6, 7. Thought I was missing one, but he's right there. That mama's got 3 of the babies with her, but only 2 of them are hers. And when they're up and going, the lambs, they've started running around and chasing each other. Pretty funny to watch. There they go. They're doing good. So next morning, you can see this thing has burned everything up. I thought there may still be a little bit burning this morning, but you can see it. If you can see it, there's a little smoke coming out. I have hand piled some more of this from this one side here. Rather than get the tractor out, I hand piled it. Hopefully it's tight enough. See if I can get this, and then that will be the end of it. Well, that's a wrap on the burn pile. Got the chainsaw out, sawed up some of the stuff over here, moved it, did get that pile going right there, and that will be the end of it. As always, I appreciate you watching the video. I appreciate the support for the farm. You can find out more about us at www.tubbychasefarm.com. Everyone have a great week.